Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. We are still in hashtag quarantina and I know that the struggle is real. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I've been doing during quarantine to be more mindful, to work on my mindset, to really just raise my vibration, especially in this time. Without further ado, without me talking so much more, let's just get on.
I'm sorry?
Let's get right on into the video, guys. Okay, so the very first thing that I have been doing more while in quarantine is praying. And this is amazing because I used to be my parents would call me a prayer warrior. I used to pray so much and I felt like I was really close to God. And then as life happens, I feel like we can take on more stuff on our own. I've been meditating a lot more within the last year, but I'm starting to realize that meditation is very important, but so is praying. And a lot of times I usually combine the two actually, but I've been praying so much more, especially in quarantine when I find myself feeling really anxious or I find myself being really worried for whatever reason. I literally just start talking to God and just kind of like talking to God about the way that I'm feeling. And it actually makes me feel comforted. It makes me feel like it's like having your mom or your dad like holding you and comforting you, you know, whenever you're scared, like just always having him around. So that's the number one thing that I've been working on, is praying so much more, talking to God more. The next thing that I actually started just a few days ago in quarantine is making affirmation note cards. So recently I've been really trying to, like I said, work on my mindset. I feel like I have a lot of limiting beliefs. I feel like I have a lot of things that I tend to tell myself that maybe aren't true. I've been wanting to do more affirmations, like daily affirmations, and I literally cleaned up my room and found a bunch of note cards, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to write down my affirmations and I'm going to read them to myself every morning or every day or whenever I need, you know, that reminder. It's so simple. I literally just have a deck of cards. I usually go through like Pinterest or places where I tend to read things and then save them, and I go through and I write new affirmations that I don't already have, and then in the morning I read these note cards and it's like a good reminder. So whoop, like this card says, what is your mantra today? So then I come up with something like, I am so strong and I am so worthy, and that's just something that I'll say to myself throughout the day. So just little things that I feel like I really need to hear every day. You know, I don't have to wait for someone else to tell me and to validate it for myself. I just write it down on my affirmation cards and then I read them in the morning. Another activity that I have been doing a lot of in quarantine, which I already do even before we were in quarantine, but now I really can put a lot of energy into it, is creating a vision board for myself. And I personally do my vision boards on Pinterest. I want to do a physical vision board too, but it's just easier for me on Pinterest because I always have my phone in my hand and it's really helpful. Like if I see something that really inspires me, I just like put it in my vision board, and then I also, anytime when I need inspiration, can just go through my phone and my vision board's right there. I look up things like girl boss or homes in California, or you know, whatever it is that I feel inspired by and that I want to be on my vision board, and then I put it into my vision board Pinterest board, and I look at it throughout the day. Like if I'm feeling discouraged, I look at my vision board. If I'm feeling super inspired and happy and I just need that extra boost, I look at my vision board. Before I go to bed, a lot of the time I look at my vision board and it's right on my phone. So that's something that I've been really pouring into during the quarantine, and trying to just, you know, put a little love into. Another thing that I've been doing during quarantine is also meditating more. For me, I really do appreciate what meditation is, at least to me. To me, it's giving my mind a break. It's allowing it to rest, because I know I've been trying to really get more in tune with my intuition, get that gut feeling back. You know what I mean? You know how a lot of us, or a lot of women especially, listen to our intuition, or you get that gut feeling. I feel like in the last few months I've really lost that, and I start to doubt it, and then I'm like, well, I don't know if this is just my ego and doubt, or if this is a gut feeling, or if it's just anxiety. I try to meditate and to really start to listen. Like when I'm calm, what comes to my mind? When I really think about something that's bothering me and I'm laying there meditating for 30 minutes with a candle going, what solutions do I come up with? What is being spoken to me through God, through the universe, like what is, you know, in that moment. It's really nice because now that we have so much time, it's not rushed, it's not when I'm tired, it's just at a time where I'm ready to relax and I'm ready to just let my mind have a moment. The next activity that I've been loving to do during quarantine that's helped me with my mindset and mindfulness is listening to podcasts and videos. So while I'm like cleaning the house, doing the dishes, or like cleaning up my room, I like to put on podcasts, specifically podcasts that either talk about the goals that I want to do, so like real estate or mindfulness or blogging. I like to put those on, either YouTube videos or podcasts, and just kind of like get lost in them. So I'm like doing stuff with my hands, but my mind is really focused on what they're talking about, and that's been really good for me to also have quiet time, allowing my mind to be fed and allowing myself to really think about things critically. But definitely spending time listening to videos, listening to podcasts, especially while working from home, has been something that's been really helpful and inspiring for me. And then last but not least, journaling. And it's amazing because I have so many journals. I have a journal for like my personal stuff, not like a diary, but more like if I'm working through a problem in my life or something that's really causing me a lot of stress. I have a journal where I kind of like talk through that, or I'll even put it in my notes on my phone. I have a notebook that's specifically for like business ideas and things that I want to pursue in the future, and like writing down goals. I have a notebook that I specifically am journaling about things that I'm trying to manifest and ways that I'm working to manifest those things. And I think that's it, but I personally love journaling, and all of that, by the way, like praying, journaling, and meditating all can happen at the same time. They can be different things for you. For me, with all of this time, there are times when I put on music in the morning, open all the windows, and then start journaling. And then there may be a time later on in the day where I actually lay down and just meditate. Finding the way that best works for you, for whatever you're trying to meditate about, whatever you're trying to get out of these practices, that's how you should use these activities and how you should do them. So those are the ways that I have been staying mindful, staying present, trying to be a better freaking person during the quarantine. So I hope that these activities are really helpful for you. If you have already been doing any of them during quarantine, comment down below and tell me how they've been going for you. Let's have a conversation. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!